In this Express Bible study, we will look at the idea of biblical fellowship out of 1 John 1, 3 through 4. When we use the word fellowship, it is important that we get at specifically what we mean. This is a word that can be used in different ways and, in fact, can actually mean different things to different people. Fellowship can refer to a club, a community, camaraderie, or to indicate companionship. But Christian fellowship is a bit different. It is not a mere interaction with other people, though it does include that. Rather, it is a bond between individuals which has its foundation built upon a personal relationship with God. To get at this topic, we will take a look at 1 John 1, 3 through 4. Here's what it says. What we have seen and heard, we proclaim to you also, so that you too may have fellowship with us. And indeed, our fellowship is with the Father and with His Son, Jesus Christ. These things we write, so that our joy may be made complete. In verse 3, John uses the word fellowship. Here, it certainly has the sense of camaraderie and companionship. But this fellowship is not mere camaraderie and companionship. Rather, it is that which is based on a relationship with God, which is made possible by the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. John had actually heard the teachings of Jesus with his own ears, and was not only witness to Jesus' death, but interacted personally with him after his resurrection. And John diligently proclaimed that message because believing it put him in a personal relationship with God, and he wanted others to know that relationship as well. All of those who heed his testimony and invite Christ into their lives enter into this fellowship. But he also wants to make sure that people recognize the true nature of this fellowship. This is not mere feelings of companionship, but is an actual relationship with God. It is a fellowship with the Father and with the Son, Jesus Christ, which is the basis for all of the true fellowship which takes place in the world. Then, John goes one step further and expresses one of the main purposes for his proclamation of the gospel message. It is because entry into a relationship with God is the very purpose of life itself. And when this purpose is accomplished, an overwhelming joy is experienced. This joy is not mere happiness. It is an internal satisfaction that one experiences based on being in sync with the way reality is actually structured. As you consider these verses of Scripture, there are a couple of things that you should take away from it. First, the basis for the most intimate interactions you can ever experience comes from a relationship with God. Because of that, we must understand that there is nothing more important in your life than relationships. As such, all of the things you do in life should have some connection with relationships. Anything outside of that doesn't promote the things in life which hold ultimate meaning. Second, as a believer in Jesus Christ, the relationships you have with other believers is of highest priority. When people enter a relationship with God, they are adopted into His family. Thus, other believers are spiritual siblings. These relationships need to be carefully cultivated. Finally, it is critical not only to make sure that your relationship with God is intact, but that your fellowship with Him is as well. Since God is the very source of fellowship, when we get out of fellowship with Him, it messes up the relationships and fellowship we have with others. To the degree we live life based on what He has expressed here, we will experience in daily life the most important result of a relationship with God.